Hi, this is Karen from CardioGolf, and this is your CardioGolf weekly dose where I give you swing drills, exercises, imagery to help you improve your game. This week I just want to talk about a slice. So a slice is where someone would swing the club, and then what would happen is the ball would start to the left of the target and then curve to the right. So it looks something like this, where it would curve and go off to the right. It's not a very powerful shot. So you have to know the mechanics of the swing in order to self-correct during your round, because that might happen every once in a while. So I want to give you a couple of things for you to think about. I'm just going to bring in a little wall, and this wall represents an imaginary swing plane where it goes both sides infinitely, both directions. Ideally, you want to swing within that plane. Now, if your grip is incorrect, let's just say, for example, you have a weak grip, and that's where, when you stretch your arms out, that club face opens up, which would make the ball go to the right. If you swang perfectly in plane with that open club face, the ball would shoot straight to the right. So instinctively, a person that does that corrects by not changing the grip. Now what they do is they try to come over the top, so that will square the club face and make the ball start to the left, but then because the club face is open, the ball curves off to the right. So if you know that, then when you do that shot, you know how to correct. So the first thing you have to do is just make sure that that grip is correct. If you've taken lessons from me, you know you need that grip in the fingers. That lead hand, you have to see two knuckles. The thumb is on the side, and that V, that forefinger and thumb arrow, point to the right side of your face. If your thumb is straight down the shaft and the grip is in the fingers, look what happens when you stretch your arms out. The club face will open up, then you have to do a compensation. So you want to adjust your grip until that club face stays square. That's number one. Now, if you've been slicing and you adjust your grip so that that club face is more square, what's going to happen is you still may come over the top. So now with the square club face, that ball will actually go left and stay left, because you're still coming from the outside, but now your club face is square. So that's actually a good thing, because that will help you learn to initiate your swing with the lower body and swing more out to the right. You're not swinging out to the right now because your ball is going to the right. You're coming over the top to correct it. So first you have to adjust that grip. The second thing is, this is your imaginary plane right here. You need to learn to swing down and stay inside the plane. If you get to the top and you do this action here, look, you're going to break that plane of glass, and then you're going to keep the face open. The ball will start to the left and curve to the right. If your club face is square, the ball is actually going to go straight to the left. So if you know that, and that happens during your game when you're playing, you can kind of correct it. So this is what you want to practice. You want to make sure that your grip is correct. Then you want to make a good turn at the top of your swing and initiate with your lower body. So as I get to the top right here, I feel like my hands stay high, and then I'm going to shift my weight towards the target, or for a slicer, might even want to feel like they're kind of going diagonal. So when I go diagonal like this, see how the club head stays behind my hands, so I hit inside the plane. If I just twist with my upper body and don't start with my lower body, look how the club comes from the outside. So if you know what you're doing wrong in your swing, then it will be easier to correct it. So you want to take a lesson, or make sure you have a good image of what you're doing in your swing, so that you know what exercises you need to correct it. So as you get to the top, you want to initiate with the lower body, and now look how the club head comes from the inside, and my club face is square. So I'm going to strike the ball and then swing down the target line. So if you do that, you should be able to put a ball right next to the swing plane, and you shouldn't come anywhere close to hitting that plane. So full disclosure, this is a cushion, so if you do this and you accidentally hit it, you're not going to hurt yourself, so don't find a cement wall or anything like that. Make sure you have something that has a little bit of give to it. But if you can, set your ball right up against that imaginary glass plane and hit shots. That's going to help you feel how the club needs to come more from the inside with an initiation of the lower body, not the outside, because this barrier right here will tell you if you're doing it incorrectly. So that's an image or a little swing drill that you can try this week, and that should help you when you do go play or practice to be able to auto-correct on the golf course.